Welcome back to episode 3 of my Lean Bulk series. Today here we're at the Midway Airport in Chicago. I'm going to Atlanta to visit my girlfriend Jenny, so you'll see her later in the video. But I'm flying Southwest. Low-key, this airline has been my favorite and go-to because I can transfer Chase Sapphire points to Southwest, book my flights for free. Also, they let me have 2 check-in bags for free. For this video, even though it's going to be like a travel vlog, I want to still stick to the purpose of this series, which is me lean bulking. I weighed in today at 152.7 fasted. Also, if you saw my last video, the camera is still broken, so I can't really move it up and down. I guess I can move it like that. JK. And every time I come to the airport, I used to always grab beer or wine and get kind of like tipsy before hopping on a flight. And just seeing people, oh, this is way too close. And just seeing people like drinking at the bar, it got me so tempted, but I won't do it. So for this video, I have an interesting concept and an idea. Let me show you. I brought my food scale. I'm assuming I'm going to be eating out a lot. 4.2 ounce, kind of off, 383 grams. Damn, I was so off. So regarding this food scale, when we're at restaurants eating out, I'm going to look at the foods and guesstimate how many calories in terms of like how many ounces I thought it was, the amount of protein it'll have, and then actually weigh it out using the food scale and track it in my app. So it'll still be a rough estimate, but see how close or far off I was. Finally landed in ATL. We in ATL, baby. I'm in you, ATL. Look at the car I rented. Got a nice 4-door Jeep Wrangler. It's my first time renting it. I finished up loading everything. I got a 55-minute drive to go see my girlfriend and gotta get some food. I'm starving. We have finally reunited. Came to a Korean barbecue restaurant and I got my food scale with me. So she's gonna help me record and then I'm gonna guesstimate like the meat amount. I will see how many grams of protein I think it has and calories. We got the charcoal grill, so it's gonna have that smoky flavor. The egg keranchim, corn cheese here. Got mushroom and then bean sprouts. Yeah, I'm starving and this looks so good and I don't wanna make Jenny wait either. So, all right, I think this is about right here. 4 ounces, give or take 25 grams of protein and 25 grams of fat. We'll see how many ounces it weighs. 4.2 ounce. So I was pretty accurate. Came out to 4.4. I'll calculate and put the exact macros of the cooked beef brisket right here. But we're not gonna do that for, every single time we're eating here. I'll do a better job tomorrow when we're not eating at an all-you-can-eat. So enjoy our mukbang. Oh fuck, I just ran that red light. On camera. Ah shit. What's up guys? We are done eating. We're going back home now and we're going to relax and chill. It is Sunday, it's the next day, and we are here at Sambong Naengmyeon. Naengmyeon is like buckwheat noodles. You could get either the cold water ones or the spicy ones. Spicy one's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Korean dishes. Even had it yesterday with the barbecue. But we got 1 mulnaengmyeon for Jenny, 1 bibimbap naengmyeon for me, and then a dumpling, pork dumpling, and pork barbecue. Look at this. This is the spicy buckwheat noodles. This is the marinated pork rib, and that is the pork dumpling, and that is cold mulnaengmyeon. I got my food scale here with me. This is really difficult because if it was like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, I would just go guess how many calories it is, how many protein it has, and then I could just look it up, right? But stuff like this, I'm going to estimate is about 300 grams, like 450 calories and 80 grams of carbs. Oh wait, this is heavy. Oh, I might be very wrong. It's definitely more than 300 grams. I said 300?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Kind of off, 383 grams. And for this, I'm going to eat probably like 70%. So roughly 5 ounces. I'm going to assume, 28 grams of protein. All right, that was 4.8 ounces and roughly 70 something percent. So all in all, my guess for this amount and these spicy buckwheat noodles is about 750 calories and 35 grams of protein. Better to roughly estimate, than just not track at all. Take a fat piece like this. So good.
Let's go. I'm ready. Got it off. Brought a Jake. Did a house. Did a base. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Good morning, it is Monday. It is the next day. Yesterday we did some German volume training, which means doing a lot of high volume with high intensity, short rest times. Usually known for 10 by 10, which is what I did for squats. And right afterwards, I didn't want to miss my shoulder day for last week, so incorporated some shoulders into the routine. That's how you could get an hour and 10-minute workout done doing 2 different body parts. My legs are fried. But today we have an easier meal to calculate to see how close I am, because the other places, you know, kind of just guesstimating and looking off of what I find and seem to be accurate. There's this place called Sarku Japan, and this is a franchise across the entire country. I used to eat this post-workout maybe like 2 to 3 times a week growing up in high school after the gym. Let me show you guys what I got. So this is the chicken teriyaki box with extra chicken. I'm going to roughly estimate this meal to be 800 calories with 45 grams of protein. Should be around 7 ounces of chicken. Damn, I was so off. Look at that. It says 10.34 ounces. So if this amount of chicken is 10.34 ounces for most meats that are like chicken or beef, not seafood, per 4 ounce, it's usually 25 grams of protein and when it's cooked. So this is 62 grams of protein. That's nice. Let's smash this.
And when we're making love.
We are back in Chicago. Excited to be back eating my normally scheduled meals. You saw I had the chicken bites with the side dishes. Jenny started making that for us, so I don't have to buy it from H Mart, and it tastes so much more fresh and better. But we are outside, and I had to use my content creator privileges to receive this bike from a company called Huffsco. The people there, the Noya person I was emailing, she or he has been great. Really fast communication and response time, so I assume their customer service is also good. And I got an e-bike. So shout out to them for sending this to me, because I was actually in search of an e-bike last year. Wanted to purchase a moped style looking one like this because my friend Henry has one from a different company. And with the weather in Chicago getting nicer, look how sick this bike is. I already got like 60 miles on this thing, even though I only rode it 5 times. It's been really fun. And we're gonna get a sick montage using this bike going into the city to Blue Bottle.
Western Road flows, I did it for my granny. Back when we couldn't buy pizza because we were down to pennies. Feel like we go back a century, run to the store for centuries. Then bring it back to your brother, man, we had to respect it. He was wavy doing mixed.
I've made it here in record speed time. Only took 20 minutes from my house to get into the city. Compared to if I trained, it would have probably taken me 35 minutes, along with walking and paying $5 for transit. And yeah, there's no way I'm driving here because parking would be like horrendous. But for real, this might be my favorite thing for the summer in the city of Chicago. And I gotta say, I've been riding this thing for a while. Compared to the other e-bikes that I've seen that go for like $2,000 to $4,000, for $1,100-ish dollars, this is a great price. The build quality solid, goes up to like 32 miles per hour. But of course, you should always wear a helmet and be very careful and around of your surroundings because it could get dangerous. And definitely in the city, drivers do not care about bikers, whether it's a motorcycle or just a normal bike. Like I said, the quality is amazing for the price and it runs really smooth. It also has Shimano 7 gears. I'm not a bike expert, but I heard that was a really good gear system. And the only thing I would say that I wish was better for this bike and from this brand was the instructional manual. It was a little easier to follow because it did take me 3 hours to build this bike compared to the 45 minutes to an hour it says on their website, and that the battery life was a little longer. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the link in my description. They gave me an affiliate code to share with you guys. If you want to pick one up, highly recommend. I really can't draw. The O is gonna be shaped like
In the work order, I'll make sure like we give her the measurements we want, and then she can come back to us saying, oh, like still too little.
Okay.
Right?
Perfect. Each individual length is roughly, I would say, 0.3. And I was thinking for ours, 0.7.
Wrapped up another meeting with my business partner Henry. We spoke with the jewelry designer who's creating these STL files for us to send to the manufacturers. And from our initial conversation, there were problems with like some of the measurements or possibly even design flaws that the manufacturer can't actually make. So we went ahead and fixed those just now and got the exact measurements of pieces for the chain and the bracelet and the rings. Now the next step, which has been a huge headache, is to find the manufacturer that we could trust, not get scammed by, and the quality is going to be like out of the water. I think it's time, probably next week I'll start sharing a lot more details, but until then, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Peace.